Hey guys, welcome to MC Garage. As you can tell, this is not Ari Henning's face, but I do enjoy working on motorcycles and I love talking about them. So today, I'm going to talk about the exciting subject of battery maintenance. There are all types of different batteries for motorcycles, but the most common are lead acid type, lithium iron phosphate, and lithium ion. Now, all these batteries have different maintenance needs depending on how they're built, but there are a few things you can do to keep any battery happy. First, make sure your battery connections are tight. A loose terminal connection can wreak havoc with your modern motorcycle's electrical system, and it's something that is super easy to overlook when your bike sputters and coughs. Clean battery terminals are also key. On lithium type batteries, you don't see a real problem with corrosion, but on lead acid, it can be a problem. Corrosion doesn't conduct electricity very well and it degrades the performance. So if you see any crust on the positive or negative terminals, pull it out of your bike and give it a quick clean with baking soda and water. For old school, non-sealed lead acid batteries like this one right here, you need to keep an eye on the water level. If the water drops below this minimum line right here and the lead plates get exposed, you're gonna get sulfation and that's gonna lead to an early death of this battery. So all you need to do, add a little distilled water. Sealed lead acid batteries like the one in the 790 Duke right here, they don't need any water added, but they do need to have their charge maintained. So if your bike's been sitting for a long period of time, chances are your battery voltage is gonna be low. Lead acid type batteries have a higher self-discharge rate than any other type of battery and can lose up to 5% of their charge per month. So lead acid batteries absolutely need to have a tender for long periods of storage. On the other hand, lithium ion batteries like this little guy right here have a much lower self-discharge rate of about 1 to 2% per month, which makes them perfect for long-term storage. But having a dedicated charger is a great idea. This right here is a battery tender smart charger, and this one is made for lead acid type batteries. Now, these smart chargers right here have a low charging rate of about 1 to 2 amps, and they're computer controlled to keep your battery at its optimal level whenever it's plugged in. However, lithium ion batteries, they require their own specific charger, so don't use lead acid chargers on these guys right here. It's also important to know that lithium ion batteries are sensitive to deep discharge. So if this guy right here drops below 11 volts, it's toast. So easy rule of thumb, if you're gonna leave your bike for a long period of time, disconnect the battery to cut down on that discharge rate. Options for connecting the tender to your battery include standard alligator clips or a ring terminal plug that you can leave attached so you can just plug your bike in whenever you park it for extended periods. If you're going to store your bike for the winter in a cold climate, consider removing your battery and moving it to somewhere that's warmer for those months. Your battery will be better off for it. Finally, if you need a snapshot of how your battery is doing, just use a voltmeter. Battery voltage should sit somewhere around 12.5 to 14 volts on a healthy battery. And if you're all about that connected lifestyle, Battery Tender actually makes a Wi-Fi module beam straight to your smartphone to healthy your battery at all times. So if you leave the key on, it'll tell you that your battery's draining. That is the short and easy story of battery maintenance. Keep it clean, keep it securely connected, keep it hydrated, and keep it charged. Do all those things and your battery will last its full service life. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below and we'll see you next time.